Well, hey, good morning. Actually, good afternoon. It's probably about 12:30 by now, Mountain Standard Time. And you're riding with BJ and Joe Ondo, out and about on the Recumbents. Yeah. Today is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Okay, that's enough of that, huh? All right. So yeah, we had to do our food run, and yeah, bi-monthly, not bi-weekly, but bi-monthly food run to the Walmart marketplace off of Union, Constitution. And we got back home, put everything away, and then we decided I needed to go up to Angletech to find out about some parts for both our trikes. Nothing emergency or anything like that, just some preventive maintenance stuff that when the winter months roll around and they're a little less busy, they don't get unbusy anymore. They used to be like, all around January, February, they were getting, not much going on, but they're busy all year now, but they're at least not quite as busy during the winter months as the summer. And we're fortunate here in Colorado Springs, having a semi-arid area. We, even in December and January and February, there's usually some time we can, get up to the shop. But what I'm going to have them do is, our trikes are older. Mine's 15 years old, as you guys have heard a lot, but Joe's is 17 years old. And the headsets, which are a little hard to, oh, there's a deer up here. Darn. Yeah, there he goes. I don't know if you guys can, no, he's in the bushes. Can't see him by now, but yeah. Let's see if I could get a picture. That chrome part underneath there, that's on both sides and goes through the frame, okay. That's your headset. Howdy. And you have two of them on a trike. You only have one of them on a bicycle. The problem of it is on the newer trikes, the headsets are what they call threadless. So they're actually, there's no threads in the frame, and so they're press fitted in. Well, ours being older, they're threaded headsets, and so the top part below the nut, I think they call it a crown nut, but the nut, okay, is the top race, and then on the bottom is the bottom race, and those are the holders. Now I've also heard them called cups too. So you have a top cup and a bottom cup, and then the bearings fit in there. And what happens, after years and years of bouncing up and down, and not good roads, and a lot of times not even really good trails, not like today, and we have like super smooth, beautiful concrete. But what it does is it starts to make little divots in your in the cups, or the races, as I call them, and so you don't have like a perfectly smooth turn back and forth. It's not bad at all. I mean, most people probably wouldn't even notice it, but once you've been I was only an apprentice bicycle mechanic for a couple of years, but when I was younger, but once you've been a bike mechanic, you kind of feel things, and I can kind of feel that sometimes, when I go to turn, I get just a little tiny bit of a dip, in one of those cups. And yeah, notch. That's better. Joe said notch. Yeah, she's right. It's more like a notch, but it's not bad at all. And I don't know if Joe has one or not. I can't really tell. Okay, this guy's going to stop for me. Couldn't tell. Okay. All right, but yeah. So so like I said, I got these. Found out they still ICE, our trike manufacturer, inspired cycle engineering out of Britain, England, whatever you want to call it. You know, the thing with the big clock tower? Yeah, that one. And they still had the threaded parts. They're pretty good about keeping back stock. I'm sure they had to go dig in the, you know, the dungeon someplace for them, but they found them. So, and they said they sent an invoice up to Angletech with our name on it. So, got to find out if it ever showed up. And may not come till, you know, they have an order. I don't know, you know. Don't know quite how the shipping works, because they're going to ship it to Angletech, but if Angletech doesn't have an order for anything ICE at the moment, then maybe a while before we see them. But it's not a, you know, like I said, it's not a big deal. It's a preventive maintenance thing. Yeah, okay, we're, like I said, we're on the Sinton Trail now, and we're heading for the tiny tunnel of terror, as you can see it over here.
Not to worry, it's not the tunnel of...
Yeah, as far as we know, there's no giant Shelob in there. So. Waiting for sweeter meats. Got to sneak in here. Hope nobody's coming. Hello? Oh, we're empty. All right. Yeah, it is a bit bumpy. Ole, 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 ole. All right. We're coming out. Coming out. Now I get to see whether I can make this turn one-handed.
I'm going to sit back here.
Oh, am I gonna make it? I don't know. No, I'm not gonna make it. Oh well, I tried. So back up a little bit and sneak around the corner and say hi, Joe. And all right, so all right, we made it. Yeah, like we talked about before, my trike does not have the turning radius that Joe's does. Howdy. So I have to kind of cut this corner a little bit and get out into the brush and hope my rear derailleur doesn't suck up the weeds. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead. It's kind of ugly stuff from here on out. We're going up to Mavrick and on Garden of the Gods and get ourselves a dog or something, so, and lunch, and then we're going to go over to Angletech. All right, so we will get back at you. Bye. Oh, okay.
beds on me. Back mid-scroll, Armageddon arcade. Walking the wild, walking the wild. Don't know why. Cosplay cowgirls and numberless chats. We're feeling just fine.